Hey, what's up? I'm Kyle Leeper. We're gonna watch my Subtleties part from Transworld video 2004. Talk about a couple of the clips and see if I can remember anything. Yeah, the video part starts with Beeble doing a little voiceover, which was cool. We were skating a lot. I've known Beeble forever, and I don't know, I was stoked that he did the talking.
And it has knobs all around the ledges, but he's skating the inside of the block. And he skates like Kyle. He don't skate like no one else. He skates like Kyle.
He said this line, he skates like Kyle, whatever, and all these dudes used to call me skates like. That became kind of my nickname to a couple of the dudes, because that's what he said. So, oh, this slam right here. I slammed on that shopping cart. I think I made it, and I think we had to go back for some reason to shoot a photo or something. Whatever, I remember that slam hurt, dude. It took me down. I was skating a lot at night. I was probably working jobs and stuff at this time, so I guess nighttime was just easier. So some of these tricks at the beginning here, I was skating for Expedition, and I think, I don't know if I got kicked off or what, right in the middle of it. And that was kind of like, I guess, a motivator. I'm like, it was weird. They just said, yeah, we can't pay you anymore. They were paying me as an AM. And I'm like, dude, I'm filming a part for Transworld right now. And I don't really know what happened. So I didn't even have a board sponsor. And I was like, all right, well, I got to make this part happen. Hopefully get a board sponsor out of it. And I think Habitat was giving me boards at the time, just helping me out. This half cab nose blunt revert at Sarah. That might have been the first trick I filmed there, because we were going to Sarah a ton. This one, the cab front blunt to fakie. I was stoked on that one. And you know what was crazy? I did that trick and I was really stoked, and we're sitting there and someone came up after we were just kind of posted up hanging out there. Brian Emmers, I think it was, and he shows up, and I don't think he saw me. Maybe he was watching me, I don't know, but he came in and started trying the same trick but nollie, which is even gnarlier. And I was like, you gotta be kidding, that's kind of a random trick. And this dude comes in and I'm looking back, I'm like, shit, was he watching and trying to one-up me, or is just so random, this dude just shows up and starts trying? Those are two kind of random tricks, you know? Oh yeah, so the nose slide, that was the first thing we filmed. The ollie over the trash can, the back nose blunt at Sarah. I think that was John Holland's idea. I think there was a photo in Transworld. I think Matt McCarroll shot it. But yeah, this was a photo. This next frontside feeble. This trick, the back lip, kind of firecracker deal. That's in Oceanside at the bank over there. But I remember that day we went to film a trick somewhere else and I didn't get it. Eric Sentienen? I think he was shooting photos. He's like, hey, I saw this new spot. It's this ledge to stairs or this bump that you can jump over. And I remember like, oh, dude, you could skate it as a ledge. It looked like they were about to put the handrail in, you know what I mean? Like they were still building the spot. And I was like, dude, a back lip to firecracker kind of deal would be sick. Back 360, where was that? Oh, that was in Sacramento, filmed by James Riff. It's funny, I have a Giants hat on. I don't even like the Giants. So this one, the front 360, that was at like 5, 6 in the morning. We drove down there because you always get kicked out. It was kind of a crazy night. We went to the bar, partied all night, and then that night I got a phone call that another buddy of mine had passed away, and we were freaking out, and I didn't go to sleep. So we went there. I think Stefan was asleep in the car. He's like, dude, you're crazy. And I'm like, but I remember tripping. I was like, I'm gonna do this trick for my buddy Jimmy, who had just passed away. Here's another trick at the Davis ledges, the cab to back lip. I think that was the same day maybe I did the back lip kick flip. And John was like, why don't you just do a cab back lip to fakie? 180 nose grind at that hip to rail spot. That was the first time I'd ever gone there. I think Deerdick was there that day. I remember I was stoked. I made the trick and he was like, hell yeah, that was sick. I was like, all right, cool. Oh, the nose blunt booger slide down the chain bank. I think before I had ollie and did like a 4-wheel slide down. I remember Keith Huffnagel doing those like ollies to shreds on ledges. So I wanted to be like Huff, so I would do them at spots. And then I think I did it here and I was like, well, what if he just landed like this? Caballero and nollie cab over the bump to barrier in Sacramento. That spot was pretty gnarly. Justin Williams was there. He was the venture team manager at the time, and I didn't get trucks from anyone. And I remember I did a like nollie 180 over it first. He was stoked, and then I did that, and then he was like, you want some trucks? I was like, yeah. He's like, all right, you can get some ventures now. I was like, yeah, dude, I was stoked. Front board to fakie in that ditch. We called that the Transworld ditch there, that old ditch. This little alley-oop wall ride deal. Skin was the photo editor at the time. He shot a photo of that, and that was in the photo issue or photo annual, whatever it was. Macy's ledges, more night footage, but because Sacramento was so hot in the summer, you know what I mean? Like it was go light stuff up at night because it was just too hot. But those ledges, I think they just recently got tore out, but that's a great spot. Torrey Pines, front board fakie at Rincon, which I've done a few tricks there. Same thing, I start skating a spot and I like it, I keep going back. Front blunt, pop out at the, is that the police station in LA maybe? I'd never been there before. I was with John, was filming, and Jason was filming. And I remember like, dude, you get a few tries here and you get kicked out. And I remember like getting close to this trick and I really want to do it. And I remember just like bail, running back, try again, bail, running. And I remember I think I got like a gnarly cramp, dude. I was dying, but I'm like, I really want to get this trick. This line, I hit a little stick right there and almost fell. I remember this line in Miami. I remember I was trying a line and Stefan was trying a line and I got mine first. I remember I got to sit down and he was still skating. He was like, damn. That was like a nice, pretty long line. And so that took up a nice chunk of the part there. Rick flip manual, filmed by Jason, looked really good. That might have been the first trick I'd filmed with Jason. The kickflip back lip, this might be one of my favorite tricks probably in the part. The kickflip back lip to fakie and the little planter. I remember just kind of toying with it. Like, I'm not very technical. So to get a flip trick in is like, be stoked. And I remember like getting into it and kind of leaning inside like I was scared, like flip it, just get into it. But I remember rolling away like, whoa, I really wasn't thinking it was gonna happen. Big spin flip over this little flat gap. That was in San Jose. I remember Louis Barletta was there. Back nose blunt, shove it, and it did a little revert skirt out. Everyone would always ask me, did you try to do that? And I was like, yeah. It just happened. Like, that trick was super hard. I couldn't get it to work, and then it just rolled away fakie. And I remember being like, I don't know. And Sean's like, dude, let's put it in there. I'm like, all right. Back nose blunt, shove it in front again. Kind of a little sketchy. What is this? The cab flip, back nose blunt to fakie. Kind of weird tic-tac out. When people talk about this video and then this video comes up, that's usually what people talk about. Going to Sarah, dude, at nighttime was a serious mission. Like 8-foot, 10-foot fence, jumping over with, you had to bring all the lights in, you know what I mean? Battle, you know, try the trick for 2 or 3 hours, not make it, and just like devastated, like, dude. But this night I met John. He was at this double set in Encinitas at the brick building, and he was filming these dudes. And I remember they were finally done. I'm like, all right, here we go. We're driving down to Sarah, late night mission. Remember, we go down there. I made the trick. I called Jason Hernandez, who was also filming at the time, and we were all good buddies. And like, I remember calling Jason, like, dude, we finally got it. You know, I was sitting by myself drinking a beer. John, like, he was such a trooper, man. So I thought that was the ender, but then John put this, the back lip, a little kick flip out at the ledge again. And I remember the premiere, I don't even know if anyone knew who I was, really, you know? Are the people gonna like it? But I remember like the cab flip back nose went, people were stoked, and then that last trick, the back lip kick flip out, and I remember people screaming. I'm like, oh, did they like it? Like, am I good? Like, so that was cool. Those dudes, like I said, like when I first think of this video, the first thing I think of is John Holland. Like, he made it happen. He took care of me, dude. We had lived together before that, but I mean, he gave me opportunity, man. It was rad. And Jason was super motivated. Hernandez filming at that time. Yeah, I guess that's it, man. It was a long time ago. Like I said, some of those clips are 20 years old, and it was a good time, dude. It was another lifetime ago, but whatever. Stoked.